Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Mel here. I hope you're having a great week so far. What have you guys been up to? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear what you guys have been up to. And can I just say thank you for the amazing comments on my last piece. You guys rock. You guys, oh, I was in tears with one of those comments. So thank you so much. It really made my day. Now, I've been away for a few days, so we're just slowly getting back in the swing of things. We went away up to our caravan up in the Highlands, and it was just great to get away and do nothing. Some walks, hikes, drinking tea, my favourite thing to do, crochet and reading. That's me, my happiest place. What about you? What do you do for relaxing or your happy place? Is it just crafting, or do you have something else you like to do? Let me know, I love hearing. So today we're going to be making a wee card that I made a few months ago for the Creative Stamping magazine. Now this is the card I made, and all I was asked to do was use layering dies. That's it. So I thought a triple easel, I hadn't made one in years, so I thought that'd be quite fun, and the colours in that were just stunning, and I got to use the stamps. Now I get sent things away in advance before anybody sees them, so if there's some changes on this when you get your own pack, if you happen to buy them, just ignore mine. So I got to use the mistletoe and the gorgeous little bow, and that colour, that pinky purpley tone with the turquoise, was amazing. So I'm going to recreate it, but with my own way this time, and I've dug out some of these gorgeous new papers that I picked up, the 49 in Market, and I'm using this one here. I've already cut it out just so to save some time, and I'm also again just using the oval dies because it'd be easy, but you can use any die for a triple easel, any shape, it'll work the same way, and I'll show you how it's done. So before we get started, remember, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and if you're not already, maybe hit subscribe and hit that bell button to get notifications of my upcoming videos. So let's get started. So like I said, I've got everything all cut out, but I'm going to show you how to do your card bases. So this would work for any shape of card. It doesn't need to be an oval, circle, even your heart shape. Now remember, if you're going to use a heart shape, you will maybe want to cut the wee point off just so that your card will lay flat when you pop it up, but it should still work anyway. So as I said, I've got all my layers cut out, and if I show you my base, you can see there's a slight little bit missing, and that's your card. Now this will work for any card. Even if you're just making a normal card, you would make a slight rocker shape. And then I've got the next sizes down for my layers. I can show you again on the medium one. You can see again, missing the top. Oh. And then when you open it, you've got a basic card. Really easy. So these are all the dies I used. I will pop up here the sizes I've been using just so you can see. And then I will show you how to make your card base. Now, I've got a piece of that cream card. This was a 12x12 piece. I've already trimmed off bits that I've been using, and I've folded it half. So as best I can, I'm going to line up, making sure it is straight as best I can. And you can see I'm overlapping at the top. Now, I've got some washi tape just to help stick this in place. And there you go. So if you turn this over, you can see that obviously your die cut is overlapping, so you're going to end up with a folded card. Really easy. Now this works with any die, like I said. Now all I've got to do quickly is trim it. Because I'm using my Gemini Junior to cut everything, this die is just the teeniest bit of the same size as the die cutting machine. Couldn't think of the words there. So what I'm going to do is just cut this quickly. Please ignore my plates, they are well loved, as you all know. And there we are. As you can see, I've basically made a card. Now, for your easel, if you've never made an easel card, it is like it says. What you're going to do is you're going to fold your card in half, and then you would take another die cut layer and stick this down, and then your card would prop up, if that makes sense. It would sit like that. So what you're going to need is your card base. You're going to need your main layer to make your card again, no matter how many layers you're using. So you get your card base, then your top layer. Then I've also got 2 pattern layers, and then 2 base layers. So I'm going to layer these together like so, and then I would have one on the top, and then, oh, sorry about this, and then I would have one inside. Now the one inside I will maybe need to trim. As you can see, it's just hitting that fold line. So once I've got everything made up, I will trim a wee bit of that off. But first, what I'm going to do, as usual, I'm going to ink my edges. Now you can leave this step out if you don't want to. I'm going to do that for all my pattern layers and my green card layers. Now I have used my 12x12 cardstock as normal, but if you've got some A4 card or any cardstock, it will work. Just use what you've got in your stash. I'm just giving you ideas here. So I'm going to ink up all the edges, and I'm using this olive for all of them. I end up using some brown round the pattern on top because the green is just too in your face for the pattern papers. But firstly, I want to apologise for the noise that you hear in the beginning of the video. There was drilling going on somewhere outside the house, and I never realised that you could hear it as much until I was editing the video, so I do apologise for that. So quickly here, just inking the edges. Next, all you're going to do is just glue the layers together. I'm just using some tacky glue and it dries clear, but you can use whatever you want here. So now that we've got all our layers together, before we glue them on, we have to score our card blanks. So I'm going to just use my giant scoreboard here, and I'm going to score the top flap of every card base in half. Now you'll see me here, I don't score it perfectly straight, but it doesn't matter, we just want it to be almost in half. Another way you can do this is just to actually fold it in half to line it up with the card underneath. That might be easier, but I'm just going to do it this way. So do this for all 3 layers. So now that you've got your score line, you're going to glue the main layer on. So you want to add glue below that score line. You've got to make sure it's below or your easel won't work. And all you do is stick on your top main layer. That's it. I'm going to repeat that for all 3 cards. Now that that's done, I'm going to just glue on these top layers. So the one with less pattern without the butterflies, I'm going to stick that on the inside of my card. And then I'll stick the butterfly layer on the top of that layer that was stuck down on the half fold. Now I'm going to do that for all 3 layers, but I'll trim off that little top part because obviously my card is smaller than this layer. So just mark it and use my scissors, really easy. So once I've done that, I will add on the rest of the layers, but I'm leaving off the bottom or the inside layer of the small card, and you'll see why. So I've trimmed off the wee section on the inside layer for the smallest card, but what I want to do is make a stopper. So I'm going to use a piece of ribbon and then add my bow that will act as my stopper, as you can see, just quickly to show you. So I'm going to use some double-sided sellotape and stick down a piece of ribbon, and when I go to decorate, I'll add my bow. So now all we're left to do is glue our 3 cards together. Now, it's up to you how you want to do it, but you want to make sure that when you lift up the top layer that it sits properly up as the easel form. So just showing you here with the second card how it works as the stopper. So what I'll do is I'll mark with a pencil where I want it to sit, trying my hardest to make sure it's straight using the lines of my mat, and then I'll glue down the card, and I'll repeat that for all 3 layers. It is a wee slightly bit squint, but it still works. The other thing is you want to be mindful of the width of your card, so that when you put it in an envelope or a box or whatever, however you're sending it, just be mindful. As you can see now, with all 3 layers down, I've made my basic easel card. Really easy. You can see from the side or the top even how it works. Now all we're going to do is decorate, so off camera I am going to go and get some bits and pieces sorted. So as you can see off camera, I have cut everything out. I used this Lush Pink Fresh Studios stamp set, it's called Nothing But The Best, and I used the matching die to go with it, and I coloured up with my Copic markers you can see here. I will note down everything I used down below, including the colours. I also used this old Memory Box butterfly layering stamp with the green and some vellum, and also this sentiment stamp from Chloe's. I layered on some more of the same oval dies. Again, I will link the sizes and everything I used below, and all I'm going to do is decorate. You can see I only used half the flower for the middle layer, and I'm just going to add these. I'll use some foam pads and hot glue and just decorate the card. Now you can miss out the steps here if you just want the papers to shine through, just adding some small flowers or just a sentiment again, but it's up to you. I'm just giving you ideas. And that's us finished. What do you think? Off camera I used some of those little punch butterflies that I've used a few times. Now remember, this is a very old Martha Stewart punch, you can't get these anymore, but if I see anything similar I will tag it in the link below. I also added lots of teeny little iridescent gems. These are AliExpress, great buy. I mean, I've used hundreds of these already and look, I still have hundreds left. So just to get your wee easel working, we're just going to open everything up and then we'll do the front one. And I've just used that ribbon and that little gem as my stopper. Then this one stops behind the card previous, and like that. Now if I just take you off from here, sorry about the noise, and bring you down, what do you guys think? Now apologies, I have to block you off at the moment because I have some things that you cannot see, but if I bring you in you can see all the detail. Those flowers, I really love how they came up with the colours I picked, matched in very well with papers. If I pop this over, here, and bring you out, I can show you this one here that I made originally, just so you can see the difference, colours, and that was just using coloured card and stamps, nothing else on that one. But what do you think? Is it the kind of thing you'd like to make? Just pop you back, I do apologise. Is this something you've made previous? Been a while since I've made a triple easel. Oh, we're swinging, sorry. Remember, you can use any die shape. It works with anything, as long as when you're making your cards, you have your die cut hanging over so you get your top fold for your card bases. Any shape will work. Remember though, if you use a heart, maybe want to take off the little point just so that when you do turn it into the easel part, that it's going to sit flat. This card, the way I've done it, it works out just about 7 inches wide by 7 inches wide that way, so it's 7 by 7. It would probably need to go in a box because I've got that bit of dimension, but it could nearly fit in an 8 by 8 envelope, but it would be tight, just so you know. Also, the last thing I would do is I would cut another little oval and I would stick it on the back there for writing my message. Now everything I've used today I will pop in the link box below, just in case anybody wants to know. And if you make one, guys, please tag me, Mel Jess Designs, all one word, and I will be able to see what you have been up to. Remember, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, it really helps my channel. If not, I do apologise, wait and see the next video. We've got more fun stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. And if you're not already, maybe subscribe, hit that bell button to get notifications of my upcoming videos. And until next time, guys, bye!